This is the Insomnia cast, and we're your hosts, Bella,
Sydney,
and Aaliyah.
You might be wondering why we call ourselves the Insomnia cast. It all started on March 26th of 2020 when the three of us created a group chat.
And may I add, we did this at 1 in the morning.
The name of this group chat is what really struck us to do this topic. Here lies the reasons for my insomnia is what we named it.
Clever, huh?
Now the word insomnia to us actually started off as a joke, simply because we knew our sleep schedules were going to change.
And change, they did. I think we can all agree when I say that quarantine hit us like a brick wall.
Preach.
You can say that again.
But I find it kind of ironic how it hit when we all kind of needed it the most.
At least for us three. We were swamped.
Schoolwork and stress piled on.
Saying we were drained was a complete understatement.
Then, regret came along. 2 weeks turned into 4, and 4 then turned into the rest of the school year.
It seemed as if everyone turned to family walks in order to get out of the house. TikTok, Chloe Ting.
If you know, you know.
And binging shows like Outer Banks to escape reality.
It's sort of funny how all of this seems somewhat nostalgic. Now, we're tiptoeing around the cons of online school, getting a little social interaction here and there, while maintaining safety, of course, all the while trying to get a healthy amount of sleep. Although, personally, we think that quarantine has affected sleep schedules, what would we, 3 teenagers, know unless we were backed up by facts?
In a survey done by the AJMC, 67% of Americans said that before COVID-19 hit, they had a healthier sleep routine.
The expansion of the coronavirus has also been linked to the worsening of mental health nationwide. People all around are dealing with huge bouts of anxiety, depression, and, of course, insomnia.
While reviewing another survey done by SleepStandards.com, their results showed that of 1,015 participants,
13.4% of which were Gen Z,
53% of Americans spend less time sleeping after the lockdown, and 52% of Americans said they go to sleep later than times prior to quarantine. Even after things started to look somewhat normal, people everywhere gained a new sleep issue.
Percentage-wise, 98% of Americans develop sleep problems and 68% feel stressed or find it hard to sleep, even after the lockdown restrictions were lifted.
That sounds about right.
Even more, Don Posner, the forum's featured speaker at the Harvard Gazette, stated that the disruption of daily routines would worsen the sleep-robbing stress. He also went on to call the pandemic a perfect storm of sleep problems.
Which, with how things are going, could not be more correct, but we really did try.
With school still in progress, we wanted to keep ourselves in check, so we made a routine. The routine was, of course, created at 12 a.m. We started off with waking up early in the morning with a simple FaceTime call and went from there.
I mean, you guys did at least.
Well, Bella tried, but she didn't really stick with the schedule.
We did our schoolwork, ate lunch, which included multiple sessions of me eating in my driveway. And don't ask. We even worked out after school.
You mean me and you worked out? Bella just did 2 sit-ups and called it a day.
Okay, in my defense, 2 is a lot.
Yeah. We did pretty good with sticking to the schedule. Even at night, we allowed ourselves to play games.
Such as Minecraft.
Before forcing ourselves to sleep. Once school was over, the routine was gone.
Poof, right into thin air.
We stayed up late and woke up even later, which got us to thinking, maybe we aren't the only ones.
The group decided that getting a well-thought-out response in a comfortable environment for the person being interviewed
over message
will be more efficient for the turnout of the podcast.
I privately messaged 11 students from this class and asked them 3 questions. These questions included, what is the average time that you went to bed at night during the quarantine?
How did this sleep schedule affect what time you woke up?
And lastly, how has it been trying to fall back into a routine? Has it worked?
Out of 11 people that I interviewed, all of them being class members, each and every single one of them claimed they fell asleep sometime after midnight and woke up late morning to early afternoon. 63% of our interviewees Anyways, 63% of these students fell asleep between 1 and 4 a.m. They also reported to wake up between 10:30 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. Only one of these students fell asleep, on average, before 1 but after midnight. 3 of 11,
one of them being me,
fell asleep between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. and woke up between 12 p.m. and 3 p.m.
Out of all the people interviewed, 11 out of 11 stated that getting back into a routine has been very difficult.
To put it not so subtly, quarantine messed up a lot of people's schedules, whether they were aware of it or not.
Insomnia is like an infection.
And unfortunately, for most of us, we let it spread before we got the chance to stop it.
Once again, this was the Insomnia cast.
Thanks for listening.